Yo, yo. How we doing, boys? We all good? Let me just get to the chat in a second. Right, let's have a little look at the chat. Let's have a little look at the chat. How we doing, Merrick? We good, bro? Hope you're doing well, Merrick. Yo, Rage, how are we? How are we, Rage? Good man. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm just getting I'm just updating the stream here. Yeah, good. Cheers, Rage. Good, thank you, bro. Boom. It's episode 9 already, boys. Week 9. We are flying through this. Give me a second, boys. I'm just sorting this just sorting this out here. There you go. NFL. Right. I am with you, fellas. Apologies. I have to set up the streams, don't I? So I have to set up all the tags and everything like that. So it just takes like a minute or two. So you've got to bear with me when it comes to these kind of things. So just saving that. Now, the stream's updated. So refresh it, boys, if you want to see the new title. But yeah, boys, we'll do a little update. So I agreed to let you boys in, let you know what I was thinking, what my plans are going forward through this franchise. It's a good time to kind of reflect. It is the bye week, so you're not going to see a game. So it's going to be a little bit more relaxed. We're going to show you quickly our messages. We've got people ready to negotiate. We're going to scout some college players, evaluate the draft class, say what our needs are. Obviously, we haven't got a weekly strategy. We're going to kind of look at our staff. We've got a few points we need to use and just kind of evaluate where my team's at, boys. So, let's have a quick look first. So, my best is bye week. Hey, coach, we got any plans for the bye week? A lot of the guys are hoping for a little extra relaxation time beyond what we normally get. You know, recharge the batteries of friends and family. Of course, we're flipping 8-0. We're 8-0. Of course, you can have some rest. There we go. Injury avoidance, morale. That's what we want. Now, for training, let's have a quick look. So, weekly strategy. What have we got here? Cool. I've no idea what that means. Advance. Start training. Let's start this training then. See if we get any upgrades for this bye week. Not many people do the upgrades during the bye week, but it's a good little chance to improve your players. So yeah, look, we got some upgrades, boys. Let's see who we need to upgrade. Don't know who you are. JJ Nelson will upgrade your deep threat. He's got like 94 speed. He was just a free agent I saw in the free agency that I thought he'll be a decent deep threat. Question is, can I go 9 and 7? It won't be this week because this is a bye week. But we'll get him some pass coverage. because I've been using him sometimes because I have to use different formations. I've had to use the linebackers and stuff like that. We'll skip all the rest of them, guys. We'll skip all the rest of them, guys. But now, I don't know if you boys are CFM experts, but I need some help. Now, let's quickly have a talk. Let's have a talk. Let's go to my team. Because roster. My quarterback is terrible. So Jared Goff 76 rated at the moment. This is what I'm working. 77 speed. Acceleration is not too bad. Agility, not really bothered about that. His throw power is 89. But then his short throw accuracy is 94, which isn't too bad. Then you get to 84 medium. Deep accuracy 81. Throw on the run 86. Throw under pressure 81. He literally throws so inaccurate when he's under pressure, boys. It's unreal. His play actions are very good, like it is in real life. Yeah, but he's not the best, boys, unfortunately. He's 5 years experience. He's not going to improve any further from this point. He's only doing well. He's only doing well because of the morale. DJ, how we doing? Yo, I hope you're well. Still undefeated. Yes, we're still undefeated. We're currently 8-0. Currently 8-0. Time to talk tactics. So, what we're going to do in this episode, boys, is just, if you boys know what to do, I need a quarterback. So we're going to start looking at some of these quarterbacks and kind of seeing if they've been evaluated, who their top fits are. Could I trade Goff for Stafford? It wouldn't really work like that because I've got first round picks already. I'm better off keeping hold of the first round picks and putting them on to how do I explain it? Putting them into the draft rather than giving away capital, if that makes sense. It would be quite funny with the worst team in the game, DJ, as well. With the worst team. So as physicals, for example, can we see anything out of physicals? So his acceleration is slow, so he's going to be a pocket quarterback. Agility is not great. Change direction is decent. Jump is decent. Speed is decent. Throw power is good. This guy, he's number one prospect, but I'm not too sure. The one I'm liking the look of, boys. The one I like the look of is this Malik Willis. Malik Willis. Never seen a window he won't throw into. Beautiful spiral. Decent ability to recognise pressure. Knows when to throw the ball away. Loves to run and play outside of structure, which is perfect for me. His acceleration. Great speed. Great throw power. This guy is on it. Yeah, there's no one really there in free agency at the moment, DJ. So I'm being a bit smart. Being a bit smart with it. But we like the look of Malik Willis. Now let's also have a look at Desmond. Now it looks like I'm just picking people that are a bit coloured. That aren't white. Because they'll be a bit quicker. Which is not the stereotype I'm going for, boys. It's just from what I've looked for previously, they both have very good speed. So don't start any of that chat. So acceleration is good here. His speed is great. Elite level speed. His stats aren't as good as this other guy. I'm going to put him as a favourite, but this Malik Willis, fellas. This Malik Willis, I think he could be special. Let's see if I can see his skill. So break, sacks, decent. Throw, accuracy, deep, decent. He's got A plus Duke move. A plus Duke move. So he is proper. Now Sam Howell, I know Sam Howell's decent because I think I've seen him in a few others. Now DJ, what you got to remember is I have 3 first round picks. I've got 3 first round picks, DJ. So my capital is decent. I can trade. I reckon I'll be able to trade up if I have to go and get one of these guys. But just to show you, boys, let me get to my roster. NFL rosters. If you have a look at this, DJ, tell me how filth this is. So I get the Rams pick. The Rams isn't doing great this year. I get Carolina's first round pick. And I have my own first round pick. Then I have Philly's second round pick. Then I have the 64th second round pick. And then I have a third round pick quite high up as well. So, I mean, this is what I mean. So, if we look at Ramsey's record, for example, so let's do a projection. Let's do a projection. So, I'm doing this with the worst team. I've not really done anything crazy because I'm holding on for next year where I'm just going to go wild. So, let's have a little look here. So, how is the Rams doing? So, the Rams is currently 4-5. So, that's going to be a decent pick. Then I'll have. Who else do I have? I have the Panthers pick. The Panthers is 6-2, so the Panthers isn't going to be a great pick. The Panthers is not going to be a great pick, unfortunately. But that's not the end of the world because I'll also have my pick. So we're looking good. Now we need to address someone else. We need to address a proper wide receiver, like a first. How do I explain? Like your go-to, your Jamar Chase. Now I could go for a decent quarterback in the first round, like a decent quarterback. Then we can look at a top wide receiver because they'll be there. They'll be there in the first round, and then we can look at safety. So I need a user. I don't think I'll be able to trade for a user because the cap space is just silly. They cost so much. They cost so much. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Ulrich. But I do have 3 first round picks. So there's a bit of negotiation room there. There is a bit of room to negotiate. I think looking at how my team's doing, my main issue is Goff. My main issue is inaccurate passes because you have to punt on 4th down. Because you have to punt on 4th down, Goff missing 2 throws and a drive kills me. So I think if you boys have a look what I've done with my receiver core, let's show you here. If I show you my receiver core, you'll be quite impressed. I've kind of created something quite clever. So this is how I run it. So I run it with St. Brown in the slot. So he's a rookie. He's upgrading so quick. He's in my slot. Then I put Rager on the outside. 1 year in, he's already 75 rated. His speed is going to go through the roof. I just know it. Then I put Nelson on the other outside. So I've got 2 really fast receivers on the outside. Then in the middle, we have this rookie, St. Brown, who's upgrading so quick. His medium route running is good. His deep route running is decent. So he's going to improve. He's going to get there, especially if we keep winning. If we keep winning, keep throwing the ball to him, he's going to smoke the league. Then for halfbacks, I have Swift and Mostert. So I traded for Mostert because he's got 96 speed. So it's going to be like a two receiver kind of 2 running back room, and then I have Williams as my power back. So these running backs are solid. Swift is doing amazing for me at the moment. He's changed the direction. He feels so good. You get decent break tackle. His carrying's really consistent. So I've got 2 really good running backs I can throw to underneath if I need to. Mostert's also a very good deep threat with that 96 speed. And then as a tight end, I have Hawkinson. So I think I have a decent core. I have 2 really young, good receivers. Hawkinson, who's only in his year 2. 2 really good receiving backs. So all I'm really missing to make the next step is a consistent quarterback. Now, my main issue with Jared Goff is this throw under pressure. Every time he's under pressure, misses. Just misses completely. So if we have a little look back, boys. See, I don't think I need a wide receiver at this stage. The way I'm playing, I don't think I need a wide receiver because I'm setting things up well. I'm not really dropping things yet because of my receivers. Things are getting open. I'm throwing a lot more underneath. I've got a stud tight end. So I think I commit to a quarterback, boys. That's what I'm thinking. So let's have a look at the quarterbacks quickly. Let's have a few more looks. So we've got the prospects. Now we need to find the hidden gem, don't we? Because if I'm not going to get a quarterback early. We need to look at these guys here. So that's day three. So we need to keep, ideally, to Sam Howell, Ridder. Let's have a look what Coral's like. Let's have a look. So he's okay speed-wise. His throw power is okay. He's got really good strength, good jumping, but that's irrelevant. That is completely irrelevant. I'm not bothered about that. I want Malik Willis. We might have to trade up for Malik Willis. He looks like an absolute stud. Look at them stats. But then I could also really commit to like an outside linebacker, like someone who's just going to cause absolute carnage. Like this guy's 6'5", 6'5", and he's an absolute monster. His physicals, great speed, great acceleration. He's going to be an absolute animal. So there's quite a few things, but I think we need to really look at the quarterback position, or we go for these wide receivers. Now, sorry, I didn't mean to back out there, boys. Or we have a look at these wide receivers. Now, I've looked at Garrett Wilson as my kind of favourite pick so far. His physicals, elite acceleration, elite speed, elite jump in, decent change of direction, elite strength. So he could be my go-to if them quarterbacks go early, and then I can look to free agency and stuff like that. But then you've also got people like Chris Olive. He's got great acceleration. That's all you really need. I need him to break early, if that makes sense, boys. I need to get a good release and go from there. So it's quite an interesting one, boys. There's quite a lot to talk about. Now let's have a look at my contract kind of situation. So Raheem Mostert, I need to look at because I do want to keep him part of the team. Jack Fox, do I really need a superstar punter? Don't know. Charles Harris, Tracy Walker, I definitely want to keep. He's been a really good user for me, and he's cheap. Josh Reynolds, I don't really use him. Anzalone, you can get something very similar, free agency. There's another one, Trey Boston. I have a lot of decisions to be made here. But JJ Nelson, he's part of my plan, so I want to keep him. Grant Haley, he's doing well. Trey Boston, I want to keep Trey Boston. He's just a solid piece. Kind of an old head you need. I'm not too fussed about these kind of crappy tackles. Not worried about more, really. But there's just a few core players. Like Tracy Walker, I want to keep. Harris, I want to keep him. Mostert, we want to keep Mostert. So we need to start thinking about who we're going to keep, what our cap space is going to look like, and then we can go from there. But I think, boys, we're going to look at trading up in the draft. Let's see if we can get a good quarterback. If not, we'll look at a piece, a wide receiver. I was going to say a running back, but ideally, we're going to look for a wide receiver, some demon. We'll look for a demon wide receiver if we can't get a quarterback. If we can't get either of them, we might have to look at safeties, start bolstering up our defense a little bit. And if people can't score on me, then it doesn't matter what happens on offense. I'll be absolutely fine. So I thought it was a kind of a different one for you boys today. Obviously, it's a bye week. Some people just skip through the bye weeks, but it's a really good opportunity to kind of see where we're at in the season. We can have a little look at the schedule, see who we got coming. So we still got to come. The Steelers. The Steelers is doing well so far. How's the Steelers doing? The Steelers are doing okay. They've lost to Seahawks. They beat the Packers. So yeah, these guys are decent. Dotson as a wide receiver, yeah, maybe. And then if we have Lions, so we still have the Steelers in the next game. Then we have the Browns. The Browns is doing all right. Bears. Now the Bears, he's chasing my tail. Bears is chasing my tail. Look at this record. He's 6-2. He's 6-2 at the moment, so he's right on my heels. So I need to make sure I keep smashing it because he is literally on my heels for this division. Now I need to keep going, but if I lose to him and lose a couple of others, then he's going to fly through. Who is he playing? So he's playing Pittsburgh as well, so we can kind of judge on a level how good Pittsburgh's going to be from his results against Chicago. So it's quite an interesting matchup, that one. So with the Bears, we did beat the Bears earlier in the season. What was the score against the Bears? So we beat him 28-14. So we can kind of look back, see what he did well, see what he didn't do as well, and see if we can capitalize there. Then we're playing the Vikings. The Vikings would be a good matchup. Then the Broncos. Now the Cardinals. The Cardinals undefeated, I think. That's going to be a nightmare trying to contain Kyler. So he lost to Texans. Damn. But apart from that, he's flying through. Like, he's got some big wins. He's got some big wins. Damn. Yeah, so he's going to be a problem. He's going to be tough. Then we have the Falcons. The Falcons is doing all right. The Falcons okay. And then the Seahawks as well is unbeaten. And then we play the Packers. So we've got a really tricky finish. A really tricky kind of finish to close out the season, to be honest with you boys. It's not going to be easy. Now, we did beat the Vikings early in the year, so I'm not too worried about the Vikings. But then the Packers is doing okay. Like, he was pretty good when I played against the Packers. It was a close game. And then the Bears, he's playing well. So we're doing well for the time being. But I think we need to have a big couple of weeks. We need to beat the Steelers. We need some big wins to come. And then if we lose a couple at the end, as long as we beat the Bears as well, it's not going to matter. We'll be in the playoffs. Something catastrophic is going to happen for me to miss the playoffs, I think, boys. So I think we'll leave it there for kind of this episode. We've kind of had a look. We've not looked at managed staff yet. I don't really understand all this Maloney, to be honest with you, boys. But essentially, I just need to, from what I understand, I need to unlock this. I need to unlock this after school tutoring. And then just make sure I get 3 of them. So then I can upgrade everyone a lot faster. That's what I understand anyways. I might be wrong. But I can now start doing that, I believe. Once I have enough. Once I have enough kind of staff points, we can then go and look on to do that. So fellas, it is a short one. I haven't really got a game to play. So it's a bit of a tricky one. Oh, apologies for the yawning. I'm knackered at the moment. But we've got the Steelers, Browns, Bears. We've got 3 really big games coming up. And you can see my rankings at the bottom there, fellas. Offensive points per game, we're number 8. This is crazy. Yards per game or whatever. I'm number 6th in the league. And I've got Jared Goff. My offensive rushing isn't great. I'm never really good at rushing. If people pass against me, they struggle. But people can run on me. So I kind of need to... Well, I say that. I'm kind of average for passing, but I just don't concede many points. It's a bit of a weird one, and then people can run on me. It's quite well known people can run on me, so I need to work on my run defense a little bit more. But fellas, I hope you enjoyed this kind of different video. It's a bit of a change up from normal, but some people don't make the most of their bye week. I thought it'd be a good time to kind of consolidate, see where we're at in the season, see what we've got to look forward to, plan ahead, and go from there. So, boys, I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.